Hi, waving hand. Fourteen amused. Wow, 10 months. How are you doing today? OGTV Bruno Bongos. OMG, so many months, how incredibly cool. Hello everyone, how are you? OGTV Bruno Bongos. OGTV support.
Hold on, chat. I forgot something. I'll be right back. Hold on. Hello, hello, hello. What did I miss while I was gone? Hold on, wait. Let me just score. No, okay, someone else just subbed. NYX,
Hello,
thank you for the 5 months.
OGTV wave.
I told you it will be a cold day in hell when I stop reading my sub alerts, so I'm not going to start now. Hello. It's been a bit, hasn't it? It's been 2 days. Yesterday was meant to be a stream day, but I decided to take it off just to rest before the last stream of the year. This is the last stream of the year. It's so sad. Because you guys decided to stream. Nice. Hi, Kira. Thank you for the 14 months.
OMG.
OMG. That's a nice sweater. It's good that you like it because it's Tommy Hilfiger. Look, it's got a little brand at the back. It's very nice. I've decided that I actually very, very much like knitwear. So I've been asking them to send me knitwear. And yeah, knitwear offers like all of the warmth of hoodies, but with more pattern. That was my favorite photo from the other day. Let me go back and look at it again. It is nice with the lights, isn't it? It is good. Oh, I need to hold on.
Hey, look, it's been a long time. Hope you're enjoying the holidays.
Brooke, thank you for the 11 months. I am, thank you. Hold on. Credits. Scott's Major in brackets. Maybe I will pay him for his photography in 2023 or not. Who knows?
Hello, Orange Man.
Hello. I pay him in friendship. Pyro, thank you for the 2 months. I'm also going to go thank all of the other people. How did you not fall? Tommy and Tubbo fell. He who has worked in the circus before and only tripped because his stupid heel came off. I got a good 7 strides. What the camera doesn't show is that I took off from where we were standing and followed Tubbo all the way and then tripped. So it was like a good 10 seconds of running before that I tripped in that. Nick, thank you for the 2 months. Nanny, thank you for the 14 months. Shadow, thank you for the 2 months. Samantha, thank you for the 10 months. 9, thank you for the 5 months. Stevie, thank you for the 2 months. Mystery, thank you for the 2 months. And NYX, thank you for the 5. Always blame the heels. Maybe it can be a sub goal in the future for me to wear that dress again, because I still do have it. I haven't given it back to Beckhamon yet. Boop. So today we're going to go take a little trip down memory lane. I won't lie, I kind of stole this idea from Beckhamon, but then again, I've stolen most of my ideas from Beckhamon, so there's nothing new there. Can we get Tang? Absolutely, you can. Boop. I'm glad you guys liked the video. I've got a timeline here pulled up of all of the things that I did this year that were noteworthy. I may have forgotten 1 or 2. And at the end, I've got some VIPs to give out because we're a bit thin on the ground in VIP land. So I figured I might as well. I had a little look-see. I had a little think who I would want to gift some VIPs to. And we've got some. The weirdest noise outside, and then realized it was fireworks. Oh, there you go. More VIPs. Woo! Oh, I'm hoping so hard. Watermunch, I cannot confirm, wasn't I? Oh, I didn't also mention that there's only a set number of VIPs, so I actually have to take VIPs away from other people and give it. That's not true. But no, we don't have to do that. It was a joke. Let's launch in. Oh. It's lagging while it's happening. Voila, good. I also want to load up Chatty. It's been a while since you've been in this world. He's gonna take our VIP. Don't worry if you don't get VIP this time around. I will be doing this every year. You guys seeing that fine? How's our render distance? That's fine. Hardcore. Let's go. Oh. Take a quick nap. Hardcore's back. Yay. Let's get the right music for this. So, hello everybody. Let's start this year off with the first thing that pretty much happened. Whoa! Can I take much for like 5 gifted? That came out of nowhere. We rarely ever hang out here, by the way, do we? Up here in the... You never get to see this part of the receiver. There's lore baked into this world. And it starts right here. But I'm glad that this exists, even if we can't see it. What happened to your hand? Oh, what? The blood? Don't worry, it's just lore about it's actually a ribbon. The Tubathon. The Tubathon was the first big thing. Crow's still here, Crow's still in the house. No, there's not lore today. Is it blood or ribbon? It's a ribbon. I discovered you there? Yeah, a lot of you guys discovered me there. I kind of like hadn't really ever spoken to Tubbo. I was only in the... Oh, nice. We got some... I was up there AFKing today. I only really became part of the Tubathon because CPK, they needed another player for Risk. And so they also, fun little detail, the reason that this is copper and everything else isn't is because there's an electric current running through it, and electric currents deoxidize copper.
Oh, did I get a gifted? Ty, whoever gifted
nice.
me a sub.
Hey, Matt. Thanks for 10 months. Yes, CPK, they needed another player for Risk, so they invited me. I came along very willingly and immediately killed Brooman in game. And that's been the defining part of Brooman's and my friendship. You can probably guess what we're going to do with this, by the way. The Tubathon was really fun. It was also exhausting. Genuinely one of the most tiring experiences. It was like 9 days. I wasn't even live. Every day I woke up. Hello, he's moving the sand around. Every day I woke up and I went over to see. Thank you for the gift of sub, Matt. There's the bit with the plastic bag, as some of you may know, in which Beckham discovers that Tubbo has like 150 plastic bags under his sink after getting mad at me for having a plastic bag from Sainsbury's. Yeah, it was a really fun time. It was there that we played on like the Tekkit, or what is it called? Feed the Beast mod pack, which was played for a few days. We played a bit of Among Us. We played a bit of Risk. Planet Titanfall Annihilation, or whatever it's called. There was all kinds of stuff like that. But the biggest thing that happened in the tub for me personally, and this is the same, if you were in Beckham stream earlier today, then you'll see a lot of similarities in hers and I's year, because it was surprisingly similar. So yes, that happened, and suddenly at one point it became aware to Tubbo how close I was to Brighton, as in I was in Brighton, and he was like, I should come to Brighton one day. And that's when... Do I have the useful box? I do. I hope I do. Do I have a flint and steel? I do. Good. And then he did. Do I not have a flint and steel? I'm surprised about that. Oh wait, I don't need a flint and steel. If I have a bit of wood, I can use a button. Yeah, we're fine. I don't have flame bow. Don't believe in them. Yeah, it did go crazy for me. So I saw Tubbo in Brighton, and we hung out on his IRL stream for the longest time. And then got invited back to his house. That was particularly crazy. That was kind of a little bit silly. You just dropped your phone down a flight of stairs. That's big rip. I'm so sorry. Yeah, we went round to his house. I cooked dinner for him while he was on Miskiff's like schooled podcast thing. It was wild. It was a lot of fun. And through that, I got to meet so many of you guys because you were all super, super nice and came over. The second thing that happened was the Tommy Innit video, which is kind of funny that I sort of began my year with that. And now, as of yesterday, have also kind of finished my year with that. The Hunger Games video. Not the Hunger Games, the survival. It was like 100 players survival kind of thing. That was really, really fun. I had a really good time with that. I wonder what the blast radius of one of these blocks of TNT is. I just realized I shouldn't have got rid of that wood because I'm going to need it. That was a great video to start the year. It was great fun. I had a great time. I wonder if... Do I have anything else? No, dang it. Choo choo. Thank you very much for the level 4 hype train, everybody. It's very kind of you. Let me just get another bit of wood out because I'm probably going to need some more buttons. Can we have the link to the video? Sure. I think I have it. Yeah, it's right here. Hold on. 100 Minecraft YouTubers versus natural disaster. Here you go. You're welcome to go and look at that. Sorry, thank you, Watermunch. Let's get some new music up, please. Something a bit more... That'll do it. Are you British? I'm afraid to say so, yes. Then we had, yeah, the Tommy Innit video. That was a lot of fun. It was really cool because previously in the year, like, I started the year off by applying to be one of his editors and then was just in his video. So that was kind of neat. Is that only 3x3? Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. We have got a ways to go. British lad. That'll be 5 months. Thank you very much for the 5 months, Esbear. I think if we make a little trough, it's the same as with stone. Dang, that's rough. Blast distance is 9. That's news to me. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Sorry, the jig's up. It's over. What if I put one... What if I did a Google when I was blowing up my mountain? Ah! She who now knows things about the blast resistance of Minecraft stuff. If I do this, and then put, like, 3 blocks. I think I can do 4 blocks. How did you do it, Watermunch? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did 4 in between. Nice. Yep. That's fine, I think. And then I can just go and like neaten this up. After that came something that sort of changed why do you use buttons, because I don't have any flint and steel on me and I'm lazy. Something that sort of changed my life. Don't you have a flame bow? Nope. Just a normal one. Never put flame or fire aspect on your weapons. Bad idea. I just got into you around a month ago. I'm looking forward to what you're making this year. Thank you. Or next year, sorry. Why? Because if you go back and look at we were already friends before. When did we like become official friends all at once, when we had to like sign that contract in order for you to be happy about the fact that we were friends? You will? Okay, Celestial, that speaks to your skill level, that's fine. If I do something here, I think for cooking food, like that's fair. Official friends. Right. Okay. Well, you walked into that one. That wasn't on me. I had to sign something so you and Water were official friends. It was the only way that she could be happy. She needed like proof. I did not even explain. So if you go back and watch when Philza died in his season 2 hardcore world, he hits the baby zombie with flame aspect on his bow, and the zombie then hits him, setting him on fire, which, as you can imagine, deals damage. And there's room to suggest that if he hadn't have had flame aspect on his sword, then he wouldn't have died and lost his world. Any damage you deal to mobs, when they, like, if they're on fire and they deal damage back to you, you get on set on fire, and it's just not worth it. It's just not worth the risk in my eyes. Flame aspect, fire aspect, flame aspect. Oh, dang it. Did that not work? That's a shame. Do I have to mine out the bits in between? I do. Yes, something that changed my life back in April was Tommy Hilfiger. A data analyst company knocked on my DM door and went, "Excuse me, we'd like to talk to you, please, about a potential partnership." And I went, because I didn't say anything. I ghosted them because I thought it was spam. And then they reached out to me on Instagram and went, "Hi, don't know if this is the best way to get a hold of you. We want to give you a sponsorship. We have a client who wants to speak to you." Again, just ignored them. They then reached out to my email. I ignored them still. And then they reached out to my Twitter again. And they were like, "Hi, Owen, we've been trying to contact you. We have someone who wants to meet you. Please respond." And it was that line that I was like, that feels like it's not spam. I feel like a company wouldn't say, "We have someone who wants to meet you." Turns out that someone who wants to meet me was Tommy Hilfiger. So we got in a call, and I was like, they were like, "You need to sign this NDA before we can even tell you what this is about." So I signed the NDA, and they were like, "Okay, listen here, kid. Tommy Hilfiger wants you to be there."
Can't join for stream, but so proud of all you've accomplished.
Thank you for the 13
Can't
months
wait
off,
to see
Rapid
all
Hobbit.
you do in 2023.
Thank you. They were like, "Listen, Tommy Hilfiger wants you to be the face of their step into the gaming world." And I went, "The fashion company?" And they went, "Yes." And I was like, "Okay, sure." And my manager and I discussed it with them, and we were like, "Oh, what is this, like a one-time thing? Like what are we thinking here?" And they were like, "No, it's a longer contract than that." And they sent us their details, and we were like, "Oh, so it is." And that changed my life. They essentially they were able to give me the income that I needed in order to not have to have a sub counter on stream, in order to not have sub goals, and just focus on the content that I make and make it as good as I possibly can. And I can't just, hi, Luan, and I can't describe to you how freeing that is. Plus, they send me really nice clothes, and they've essentially just transformed my sense of style over the year. So big shout out to them. They've done great things for the community. They've like, what is it? Humored my requests to have like giveaways and stuff, which they didn't need to. It wasn't part of the contract. They just did it because I was nice. TNT, yeah, we're blowing up this thing. Did I just look at that guy? We should put some of this on, I think. Cool. 0 star to some though. This is true, Celestial. And I know that you're saying that as like a dig, but it is in fact true. I love this sponsorship for real, changing the game for streamers. It is. They're really defining what it means to be a streamer in this landscape. So shout out to them. Never gonna fall for spams or scams, or look how cool she was with an actual sponsorship offer. Yeah. And it's been super fun kind of navigating it with them. We've been doing things in Roblox and such, but I won't go into that just yet because I will talk about what happened in regards to that in a little bit, because the next thing that came up was this guy just sort of like started talking to me a bunch, and I was like, okay, what is this, like another scam? And everyone was like, no, that's Scott's Major. And I was like, okay, well, so sure thing. Yeah, as if that's a real name. And he just like wouldn't leave me alone. It was it's like, I want to be your friend. And I'm like, okay, that's great, but you are Scottish, so like, how are we gonna work around that? And he was like, oh, it's okay, I'm gay. And I was like, oh, okay, never mind. Scott very quickly became one of my best friends. And Scott's just like one of these people who is just very selfless, which you would think is like, wow, it's really nice, really generous, really selfless. But it just so happens that the person that he decided he wanted to be his best friend gets anxiety over receiving gifts. So that was a nice little surprise for him. When we had to like have a conversation, I had to be like, please stop giving me gifts, I get really anxious. And he has consistently met me on my terms in regards to just inconveniences and things that would be like really nice for some people, but like upset me. Everything he does is super kind and super helpful, and it's just because my brain has bees in it sometimes that I can't. He is genuinely one of my best friends, and a lot of what follows in the year is thanks to him. And you know, a lot of people could say, oh, and you've only like made it into the accomplishments that you've made because of Scott, and I would say that's true to a degree. Scott has certainly helped me and aided me in a lot of things. But you know, at least he likes my character enough to want to have me around. Shout out to Warder and Georgie for being my besties ever. We're getting to that, Luan. Stop spoiling things. Oh my gosh, Luan literally just out here being like, I'm aware that this is Owen's stream, but can I have the mic for it just wrestling out of my hands? I'm like, wait, I'm not done. She's like, Georgie and Warder are my two best friends. Okay, great. Okay, thank you. We'll get to you in a second, please. Goodness me. Let her cook. Let her cook. Okay, but Wall and Georgie were right down. I want to join on the thankfulness of friends. We're aware, Luan. We're aware. Then the phrase no spoilers for reason to order. Yeah. True. Actually, good point. We haven't got there yet. Then in May, this is something that kind of went under the radar a little bit for my community, I think, but sort of like made me realize why I moved to Brighton in the first place. I moved to Brighton on November the 30th last year. And I did that because I wanted to be closer to where everything was happening. It was my hometown and I missed it. And I was like, dang, I want to go back there because if I put myself in the position of opportunity, then I present myself more opportunity. And then one day, Amesy, who I had like hung out with a little bit, but hadn't really got a huge chance to talk to in person, was like, in fact, actually, I have the exact DM. So we are in, this will be May. We're in May now. Owen, are you free on the 31st of May? Yes. Let me check. Nothing. Okay, basically, Misfits are doing a little interview thing for me for an About Amesy story. Do you want to be a part of it? All you have to do is sit on camera and just chat about the questions that they ask you. And I was like, legit. I said, I'd love to. and he was like legend. That's really nice top, by the way. Thank you. And the About Amesy video was like released shortly after that. But that was like a really nice time because I went over to Amesy's house. I did the whole shoot. I then met up with Scott and a couple of other people. And hi, Melahai. And we had ice cream and sat on the beach and just had like a chat while they got a bunch of B-roll. And it was really fun. And that was like, I remember thinking during that day, like, oh man, this is why I moved here. Because I want to like be with other creators and I want to create things with them. Like this is exactly it. It was super fun. I'm actually going to go one further down for this one. That was like a smaller thing that happened. In June, I was going to do a whole bit again while I pretend that Outsiders was like a super small thing that finished off. And I was like, yeah, okay, I guess that happened. But no, it was actually probably one of the most defining moments of my creative career so far. Outsiders finished. For better. I was going to say for better or worse. For better. It needed to. It had been running for a year up until that point. And Appa and I had ideas cooking on the back burner that we couldn't do until Outsiders was over. We promised ourselves we wouldn't start another project until Outsiders was over. Did it end in July? Or was it July? My bad. Swap these around. June and July. Great server. Loved it to bits. But boy, oh boy, did it cause some stress towards the end of it. It was great. And I'm super glad that it ended on the terms that it did. And it meant that I had like a full, actual, finished... Is that another TNT over there? Oh, I didn't finish this one. It meant that I had like a full finished series for the first time in my life. Like I could point to something and be like, look, I finished that. Which was just like super gratifying. Sorry to bother you about this. Someone timed out before I was on my PC. I mentioned it to you on the Little Nightmare stream and I thought it had fixed. It didn't. It's still timed out on your PC. I could like time you out and then time you back in again if you like. Timeout. Kai Royale. 4 seconds. Yeah. I timed you out for 4 seconds. Wait, did I not do that right? I didn't do the underscore at the end. My bad. Hold on. Slash timeout. Oh, I should pause this. Love the sweater. Thank you. Kai Royale. Underscore. Oh, I didn't. I just did it. Okay, and now on timeout. Okay. Hopefully that fixes things. Hopefully. Do. Oh. Did it work? Ba-ba-da-da-dum. Yo! Martin, how's it going? We're just going down memory lane. Hi, Raiders. I think it's a Twitch glitch. No worries. No worries. Sorry about that. We're just getting rid of some endstone here. How's it going, Raiders? We just finished talking about the end of Outsiders because we're doing like a little year in review situation. I'm not a Raider? No, that's fine. No, leave. What came after that? That was in June/July. MCC Pride. MCC Pride happened in June. When did the stream start? About 29 minutes ago. Yeah, let me dwell on Outsiders for a little longer, actually. I managed to get my first ever, like, finished series. That was crazy to be able to do that. Hunger bar sliced oranges? Yeah. And Bex touched on this a little bit. I wasn't MCC Pride, but I'll just explain that in a second. But the last like week before the finale stream was really like a time where every creator in Outsiders was like buzzing around and helping each other with things, and it just felt like such a good bit of community. So like the way the efficiency that we all had, because we knew that it was ending and everybody needed to like resolve. Oh, okay, let's pop the Lytra back on. Everyone needed to like finish their... Oh, wow. Okay. Everyone needed to finish their POV. As much as I thought it was so cool. Oh, no worries. There'll be more things like it in the future. Yeah, it was just super fun to work with all those creators and to be able to finish off a project which we all cared about, even if to some degree, and Bex I think put this best, Appa and I literally, well not literally, Appa and I made people finish that SMP and their lore on it by dragging them, kicking and screaming over the finish line. We really had to force some people's hands. But we did it, and I'm glad I wouldn't change it for anything. Ooh. That's the issue with longer SMPs, I guess. Yep. If someone stops losing interest, you either need to get them killed, or you need isn't in the game, or you need to find a way to resolve their character arc quickly. When you invited someone to help with the last scene, the VC had some great vibes for people editing. Yeah, it was great. Can't thank Outside enough for bringing me to this community. Yeah. Let's hope I don't just send a hit on them if they're not interested anymore. Oh, this is looking sketchy. I made it to stream. Oh my gosh. Ginger Nils, it's far too early for you. How's it going, Sunshine Juice? Can you just mine it like normal as a treat? That would take longer. So outside's happened. MCC Pride. The only reason I mentioned MCC Pride is because it got to... It meant that I got to experience Ace Race on Clouds again. And having the honor of running that map once again was a lot of fun. Would recommend. Was that a knock? No, it was not a knock. Our Ace Race. The drama with that. There did come a little bit of drama with that, but we also raised like a couple of grand's worth for charity, so there shouldn't have come any drama with that. Do you not test it anyway? I don't test it. I'm not a tester. But that wasn't enough for some people on Twitter. They decided that me simply being in the company meant that I, of course, spend every hour of waking day sweating on that map, which I don't. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, Grove. Hey, yo. People have got filters on Chatterino for that word. Oop. Okay, looking good. His name is Kitty. Hi, Kitty. Let's see. What happened after that? It was the Juice-a-thon. The Juice-a-thon. Probably, I think, the thing I'm most proud of. That thing was wild. I almost forgot to include it in my timeline. The Juice-a-thon was like the defining part of what I think brought my like community together. Yes, Georgie, like for you as well to be able to run with this project and like make it your own in the ways that you affected it in like a positive manner, of course. A lot of people found me from there. It went on much further than I thought it would. It shifted the rest of my Juice-a-thon, like Juice Crew stock. And I miss love-hate relationship with that era. I have a love relationship with it. I would do it again. I will do it again. I'm going to do it again. I miss Codenames of me, Georgie Grove and Turbo. Good times. It really decided to end on my birthday as a treat. Where are the highlights still waiting? They're in the works. They're in the works. They'll probably come out before the next one. Like, just before it. So you can get yourself hyped. Yeah, exactly, right? Like, what it meant is that people who didn't usually get to catch my streams in the afternoon then could. It really felt like... Oh! Yo! Power Moon, thank you very much for the raid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do. Keep talking Nobody Explosive L. I think we did like Five Nights at Freddy's at one point, but in VR. I'm still paying off a couple more. I've got to do hardcore Owen cosplay, and I've got to do a maid dress stream. That's all that's left. Alright, well, we took off a little chunk on the top of this, but not nearly as much as I would hope for. Should we, let's go to mining some obsidian then. I have a feeling this is going to take a while. And I want to do it mainly by TNT, I'll be honest with you, chat. As in, like, fill the whole thing with TNT. I could probably just get a TNT dupe and put it above. You are too popular now to do a maid dress stream. Wait, you wore one in a Tommy interview. I didn't wear a maid dress outfit in the thing. You already got me in a dress. That'll probably be another subathon goal to bring that dress back. And then blow the whole thing up. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking that. We'll get to that video in a second. Yeah, 2 TNT Jupiters will do it. Whoop. Let's spend some time doing this because I want to get to chat to you guys a bit more. You should have worn a maid dress. He asked me to wear a dress that you'd wear for a wedding, so I couldn't really do that. The Juiceathon, I mean, there's just too much to comment on with the Juiceathon. No, we're not doing big cam. We're not doing big cam. My gender was stolen. I do feel like an expert on it now, not gonna lie. I've built like 50 of them. Grand, good. That's exciting. The running scene, it was very funny. Incredible. We're not getting to that. Stop talking about the dress. We're not there at the dress yet. That's at the end of this year. Yeah, the Juiceathon was so all-encompassing that I just couldn't. I just couldn't. I couldn't talk about any of it specifically because there was so much of it. Of course, Jolene was a big part of it with Diango. The meme section on the Discord. The Juiceathon, and it was the first time we'd ever hung out and played games together. Really, was it? Dang. Oh yeah, I had that Discord, which I then deleted afterwards. My subathon artwork still holds up to this day. Yep. We'll be commissioning Luan to do the next one. I don't know what it'll... The Stardew Valley roleplay! Yes, of course. Thank you so much for deleting it. I feel like that's sarcastic. I don't know why. Row 2, column 3. Yeah. The plants. It was ridiculous. Please forgot to automate. Forgot or intended to. I didn't want to have to leave it, but I also hate server bloating. Me too. Normalize deleting Discord servers. After the Juiceathon was... stuff really started to change at this point because we went to Tommy Innett's show. One time I accidentally guilt tripped a free Ocarina check. Yes. Well done. Seeing one of my diary things in some fan art and I was like, oh, that is so cool. That's so cool. The show was incredible. And also a crazy opportunity for me to meet people, which I didn't expect to happen. Ah, Lisa here. Yeah, I remember going with Eloise and Beckymon and sitting and watching the show and there being someone behind us who said, is that Becky? Is that Beckymon? Is that Bex? And we didn't know if she was talking about Beckymon. She was like, is that Beck? And like we heard Beck. And then I kind of like turned over later and looked over behind her. And then she was like, oh my gosh, that's Owen. And then I like noticed that she said that and I was like, hi. And she was like, are you Owen's Juice? And I was like, yes. And then she turned to Bex. I was like, are you Beckymon? And she was like, yes. And she got even more excited about that. And it was very, very sweet. And we took like a photo. We stood up and took a photo in the aisle because the show hadn't started yet because we were there early. And that was like one of the first times properly being recognized in Brighton. Which of course was going to happen at like a show for streamers. Not as in like because we're popular, but if it was going to happen anywhere, a show for a streamer would be the place it would happen. Not just like on the... No, Soup got asked if she was Soup too. Soup took a photo of her. And... I tell you what. If there's anything that can get people's attention in a show dedicated to a streamer like Tommy Innit, it's standing up in the aisle and someone taking a photo of you. There was certainly an element of people being like, who are these people and why are they of note? So after the show, we got to have like a little mini meet and greet. It was really lovely. And Tom's show was absolutely incredible. Just really exciting opportunity to see him do stuff live. I would have been sweating buckets. I would have been terrified to do what he did. But he did it and he rolled with it and nothing went wrong. It was incredible. Especially because I found out at a later date that so much of it was planned like the day of the show. Of the next TwitchCon you go to, that'll be 2023 Paris. Speaking of TwitchCon, July, TwitchCon Amsterdam. Genuinely, I think one of my most favorite holidays. I got to meet so many of you guys. I got to meet so many streamers that I work with. I got to meet Jules, who was a long-time supporter of the channel. I cried when I met Jules. We both cried. There was a lot of crying at the meet and greet. Saw you at the show. You looked a bit sad. Took pity on you and went, yeah, I guess I'll pretend to know him and get a picture. Oh, yeah. Oh, so of course, Celestial, we met there as well. Yeah. You know, guys, Celestial talks all this talk about being too cool for school. Is this the orange juice chat? Oh, I'm too cool to be here. But it was Celestial that headhunted us, pinpointed our location of a photo that we sent. You were actually, I think, just down the aisle from us, just down the row. And she tiptoed up and got a photo. It was very sweet. Exposed. Hush, people don't need to know this. They do. They do. I remember you saying as well, you were the first person that I had ever met from the community who said their name and me know who they were. Because I hadn't gone to TwitchCon at this point. So you were like, I'm Orcas. And I was like, oh my gosh, Celestial Orcas. TwitchCon was great because people would come up to you and be like, I'm XYZ. And instead of it being like, oh, hi, and then be like, oh my gosh, you're Owen, it was completely the other way around. Like, people would come up to you and be like, I'm Jules. And I'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm such a big fan of you in my community. It was always back to front. Being able to, like, fan out over meeting people. Which only grew because that was also the first time that I was on, like, a Twitch Rivals live. Of course, because they only really happen rarely. That was me when I met your mods in Amsterdam. There you go. That is means I love this site. It's super cool. And we won. We went in and everyone was like, oh, TwitchCon, Twitch Rivals, Tubnet Craftmaster. Owen's team looks like it's the favorite. And I'm like, okay, yeah, when have I ever won anything? And then I did. And we did. And we did really well. And, what's this? Yeah, it was all right. I got to get it out. No one else cares about this apart from you guys, okay? And it glows purple when you shine a light underneath it. It's cool, okay? I had to get it out. But I mean, that was like a one-time thing. That's never gonna happen again, right? I spy something. Sometimes foreshadowing is fairly obvious. And then straight after that, feeling on top of the world, we immediately like go into the meeting you was fun, but your mods. Thanks, Al. The borrowed amethyst cardboard crystal, which is sitting behind my wardrobe over there. The gay panel, the panel of gay. I was on a panel with Nikki and Rambo and Scott and that lot, Shelby, and it was wild. It was crazy. And like I was like, okay, man, I literally just came out the other day, like a couple of weeks ago. And oh, hello guys. And I was like, I don't have, like, what can I share? This doesn't feel like quite like I'm the biased bi streamer. But people afterwards came up and said that they enjoyed what I said and they found it helpful, and that was really touching. People were very, very nice. The gamer panel. The community was just super loving. I'm not that gay, chill out, Twitch. And of course, the Twitch rivals and the gay panel, the gamer panel. Oh, nice, Lita. That's awesome. None of that could have happened without our main man, Scott's Major, who continuously vouches for me, much to my confusion, for many a project and opportunity. I don't know what it is. How long do you want to be a streamer? Like how many years? I'll just keep going until we're done, until the story ends. Yeah, TwitchCon Amsterdam, I think, will never be beaten. TwitchCon Paris might rival it, but TwitchCon Amsterdam, the city, the people. While I was there in TwitchCon Amsterdam, I also got to meet all of the I got to meet all of the Team Tommy people, which this stream is sponsored by Tommy Hilfiger Team Tommy. As a Christian pan, I was like, whoa. Might rival it. Yeah. That was what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I got to do like a photo shoot with Tommy Hilfiger. That was wild. We got to go on a boat. That was fun. And I got to hang out with Team Tommy for the day. Very fun. Exhausting. If anyone ever asks you, like, oh, models, I mean, what do you guys do? You show up, you get photos taken. It's, honest to God, the most tiring thing. You got to sit there and be, like, prettied up, I suppose, because they're shining lights at you, and it's super hot when you're under floodlights. So they have to put foundation on you because your skin will like just reflect all that light. This happens in theater as well. So you got to get like a layer of foundation. If they want to do your hair, they do. If you want to do your like nails and stuff, they do. You got to get changed without ruining any of what just happened. Don't ruin your hair or anything while changing into your clothes. You got to wait around in the wings. They got to call you on. You've got to do like all the poses and all of the stuff, and you got to stand there idle while they look at what the shots and go, oh, let's try something else, and you keep going and going and going and going for like 6 hours. Exhausting, but super fun. I've done multiple I'm ready to go to bed and sleep by the third photo. It's proper tiring. Ultimate endurance game. Man's pretty tired of being pretty and tired. Nice. Clever. It's clever. Yeah, so that was super fun as well. And then, as if one bloomin', I don't know how I survived this like month, because July went straight into Insomnia. Went straight from TwitchCon, Twitch Rivals, like a little break, and then, oh, it's Insomnia, another convention. Shoots in general, just long and exhausting, and also not limited 9 to 5. Yep. Don't forget that one prank thingy. Oh no, what did I... Oh! I got pranked by Xbox at one point. Yeah, sometime between the months of March to July, I got pranked by Xbox, where Colin Firth, a inventor, I think I'm saying that name right, maybe I'm saying it wrong, George will correct me if I'm wrong, invited me over to do like some model shots, and I was like, Colin Firth's my is Mr. Darcy? What? I think that's wrong. Furs, thank you. Colin Furs. Yeah, this guy. This man right here built a massive wind turbine thing Oh, well, that's perfectly positioned so that I can't see him because I'm in the way. He's there. There he is. This man worked with Xbox to make some peripherals that didn't need to be made. So not Mr. Darcy. Mr. Darcy did, in fact, not prank me. Yeah, that was a tiring day because I traveled all the way to London, and then it was like, oh, wow, okay, here we go. And then we did the shoot. I got pranked, and then I was on the streets of London and just had to, like, I called my mum immediately. I was like, I don't know what just happened. The bunker guy, yeah. I was like, I don't know what just happened, but I think I've been pranked, and now I've got to just walk home, I guess. I got to get the train home. From Bridget. Yes, that was an experience. Thank you for reminding me about that one. Insomnia was also fun. It was very tiring, as the name might suggest. I don't know why I'm describing everything that happened in my year as tiring. I think the 2022 was the year of... Oh yeah, we got Catboy pictures because of that. I also got to meet more of you guys at Scott's meet and greet. We literally went into his line and we're like, we're here now. And then people in the line were like, are you guys Specumons and Super Weezers Scott's Major? And we're like, yes. Yes, and we will take photos of you in the line for Scott's Majors. Meet and greet. Good times. It was tiring because you came out of a pandemic of doing nothing all the time. Ah, yes. That will be it. Perfect. You've perfectly encapsulated why it was tiring. I know who I want. Actually, we're not those people. Let's have... There we go. Can we pause while Luana's gone? Luana's not going to miss anything. Don't worry, it's okay. And then between like August and October, nothing really happened. As far as I can remember. Oh no, wait. Yes, it did. I went to New York. I haven't got this written down. Yeah, I went to New York and stayed there for like 2 days to see the Tommy Hilfiger fashion show. Tommy Hilfiger being a big part of my year. Waved, then I was like, why did I do that? Oh. Also, my birthday happened. Oh, of course. Also, Stevie's... Wait, what does that say on my list? Stevie's birthday. Sorry, it was just nestled behind something else. My bad. The rain was wild. Forget New York. I became a reg. You did, Ender. Sorry, Watermunch. Yeah, the jet lag that I received from that trip was wild. Imagine moving your body clock 5 hours back and then 2 days later moving it 5 hours forward again. Doop, doop, take me to the power station. You did the Juices Font on my birthday. Still can't forget it. Forgot to mention it. Oh, nice. If in May, you can talk about that whenever you like. Watermunch and I became friends in May. It was pouring it down in New York for the fashion show. It was ridiculous. Too much. But it did also add to the vibe, a fair place. Let's see, what was next? Then, so that happened in like September, and then in October, TwitchCon San Diego, in which there was like another competition or something, and it was, one of the most competitive competitions that happened in the year, and it was like a MOBA, and we did pretty well. Clipping that sentiment just so she knows I'm not a liar. Yeah. This time I teamed with Scott's Major. Orange Juice TV Teams Major. Minecraft MOBA first place. We then ended up playing in the MOBA online, which wasn't by Twitch Rivals, but was by MCL. And we came third, which is nice. Pretty neat. Full lowercase on your name. Yeah, I know, right? It's silly. So, we didn't win that one. Oh, I also won alongside Hannah X Rose at one point. The, Twitch Rivals, I forget what happened. But we came like 3rd in the first qualifiers, and then we like won the other one. I'm not trying to do this to be like, oh, hee hee ha ha, that's so small. I just mean like I can't remember much of it. This one isn't a bit. Are you ever gonna do MCC again? Probably not for the foreseeable future. The day after the subathon ended? It was! Thank you, Samantha. Good lore keeping. Good history keeping. Goodness me, yes, it was. Because we ended, and then the next day I had to go live and just try my best. And I was exhausted. This is also a banger, by the way. Can we just vibe out? Can we get some juice jams real quick before we go on to the next thing? The pillars are huge again because we blew up the rest of the island. As seen by that big old thing over there. Which looks like a world anvil when you think about it. Kind of silly. Oh, what? Whoopsie daisy. These guys are annoying. I wish they weren't here. Okay. This video is some fun for me. I want to hear about your year, Water Munch, at one point. And then... So yeah, TwitchCon happened. That was fun. I got to meet up with people like Gracie and that lot. It was good. Wasn't as good as Amsterdam because it was so much bigger and so much more happening. Oh, the Outsiders meetup happened. That was good fun. Got to meet Oeka, the man who essentially started my career. Then Far Down Enough originally because I wanted to segment the work in 2 halves to make it easier. Worst flight on the way there. Yep, pretty much. But we did get reimbursed for the flights on the way back. No, not bad. That's when I got to... yeah, Crow came with us, actually. To TwitchCon San Diego. Love Tropics. When did that happen? Water Munch? It was very recent, right? Please ignore my dog. I found my way to be the outsider of this meetup without actually being that nice. And then... My buddy and I... Apo... I'll start November. Thank you, Celestial. 6th of November. Nice. Yeah. And then my buddy and I, Apokuna. Hey, Bex. Crazy timing. I was just doing my year in review because I was inspired by you. Because when am I not inspired by you? Are you doing a recap? Yeah. But don't worry, we're already in October, so most of the stuff that they've seen. There was a couple of things additionally, like Tommy Hilfiger. But our years are pretty similar, as it turns out. Crazy, it's almost like we work together. Hello, Raiders. I was just talking about the start of, do you want to VC? Yeah. I do. Hello. Hold on, wait. Chat might not be able to hear you. Can you say something? No, they can't. What? Okay, so recently, Discord have been doing something weird with my voice. What was that cough? I'm gonna put you through to system.
Change the voice.
No, I'm doing
output.
it. Say something.
Hello.
Yeah, you're good now.
Chat.
Chat.
Me.
Oh my gosh, you were just here. They just saw you and now they see you again.
They were just wow. Wow. Okay, where are you at?
Let me run you through everything super quickly. So Tubathon.
Okay. Yes, Tubathon. I did that one.
March. I was in the Tommy like survival video.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Tommy Hilfiger started in April. I met Scott in April. The Outsiders finale happened.
Yeah.
I spoke about MCC Pride, doing like the Ace Race thing. Spoke about the Juiceathon. Yeah. What's your memory of the Juiceathon? Because I never really asked you about your perspective of it. I just disappeared for like 7 days.
I kind of just would tune in when I was like
bored.
doing stuff and not doing anything in the day, and just sort of watch and chat a little bit. And then we played Among Us, and I got really upset.
I am actually.
You can tell them about how upset I got if you want. I don't mind. I'm past it now.
That's fine. Because what? Because what? At the time, I was like, "Oh my!" But actually, having played Among Us since then, I also agree. It's just not a fun game.
We just don't like it anymore.
We just don't. I don't think I ever liked it. I think I only ever played it simply because people played it, and that was like enough. That was enough of a reason for me. But yeah, it turns out terrible, horrible game. Can you describe to chat what it is that upsets you about it?
Well, no. What in general?
Well, like what happened, I guess.
Well, I realized that I just don't like the core part of the game, which is like lying. I like to just play games quite straightforwardly, and in the titular game, that wasn't a bad word. That was just a normal word.
I feel like I
said it and then realized
a kid who learned that word and then is saying it in front of their parents to be like, "You've got nothing on me. That's not a bad word.
You got no dirt on me." In the game in question, I was crewmate for like 4 rounds, and I died first in every single one in a row. So I got about a cumulative like 3 minutes of playtime in 4 rounds of being a crewmate. And that kind of sucked. You know, I was like, oh, this isn't great. I'm not particularly enjoying myself, but it's fine. I was sort of just going, oh, well, it's fine. I'll be able to play a full game at some point. And then I got imposter, right? And I was like, well, at least I won't instantly die this time. And so I then proceeded to move wrong or something.
Yeah, you move wrong.
I did something marginally wrong.
Oh, you move wrong?
That I shouldn't have done. And then was immediately called out by someone else and was told that unequivocally I was the imposter and that I should be voted. And I really had nothing because everyone, when they pointed out that I had done something I shouldn't have done, that wasn't killing anyone, may I add, or venting. It was just a task that I pretended to do wrong.
Yeah.
And so I instantly got voted out.
And
then I got really sad, and I DM'd you and I said, "Can I leave?"
Yeah, I actually am not having a fun time. Am I allowed to go? And I went, "Sure. Yeah, I can. You're not obliged to be here. You can go."
I was like, I would like to go. Can I please go? Dude, I don't know what happened that day. I think I was having a bad day. I think I was having a bad day in general. And I was upset. I was crying. Among Us made me cry, and I will say that to now, and that is why I DNI it anymore. I was having a bad day. It's not the kind of thing that would just like always make me cry every time I played. It was just
there's no judgment here.
A combination of things, and I was like, wow, I really shouldn't play something if I'm literally crying because of it.
Yeah, I only twice have I ever received a DM. That was one of the times. Only twice have I ever received a DM from you where you've gone like, I'm not game for this anymore. I'm not about to spoil anything or like out you for anything. I've told you about this before, in which you couldn't do the rats parkour. And in your frustration, DM'd me just being like, I'm not having fun.
This is not fun. I'm not having fun. I can't get to the next bit and it's a bit rubbish because I can't show my stream the next bit because I can't do the blooming parkour.
I know when you've like reached your limit when you DM me because you would rather do everything else first and then like...
I would rather do anything than DM you and ask you to help me.
That's you're like, oh, fine, I guess. It's like, Owen, this is not fun. I'm not enjoying myself.
I'm not having a good time anymore.
It just so happens that in the times that has happened, I've been the person like in charge of the situation, like rats.
And also really busy.
Yeah. I literally responded to being like, there's literally nothing I can do about this.
I cannot do anything about this.
I can't go into world edit and
Shut
change
up, get over it.
He's
what he said. He said, shut up, Bekimon.
Yeah, I did.
You're being an idiot. Get good, idiot.
Yeah. I went, if you want to stay in this SMP, you best complete that parkour right now.
Yeah, that's exactly what you said.
No,
he's really intense boss behind the scenes when he's in charge of something.
Yeah, I think chat can probably believe that, to be honest. I know you're not saying it for real, but
I'm not saying it for real.
That is actually how it is, though. So I'm just putting on some Pokemon lo-fi. what was I going to say? Yes, the Juice-a-thon was fun. The one of the best parts, I really enjoyed Fall Guys, playing Fall Guys with you.
Fall Guys was very fun. There was like a nice little Fall Guys moment that like couple of weeks where people were playing and it was really good.
And then we played it as a competition with like 100 other players, and I DNI'd it after that. That was my moment of DNI.
Was that the one that I won a bit of?
You won a bit of money on. You won a bit of money. It was great for you. But because I couldn't complete
great for me.
the race at the beginning because I didn't know the paths.
Yeah.
I could never get past the first round, and it's pretty exhausting. I'd also just come off the back of like a 3-hour stream and was going into hour
it was a lot.
Very well organized.
Yeah, but sorry, the parkour. Just to jump back to the parkour, I have still not actually completed it.
You're kidding.
No, I've done it backwards once.
I've
never done
confused with actually doing it literally backwards and walking backwards.
No, as in I've done it the opposite way, where I've come from the other side of it and gone back to the beginning. I've never done it from that like that like open room by the ballroom.
Have you ever played parkour? Did you play parkour in MCC 28?
Yeah.
How did it go?
I just played quite safe.
That's fair.
With it, I like finished it, but I played like fairly safe. But there were parts where I just kind of got stumped, and I was like, well, I'm not gonna be able to do. I did okay. I did solid okay. Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair.
I thought I was better at parkour than I was, for sure.
I thought you were a movement player, but actually it turns out you're a PvP player.
I'm a PvP player, not a movement player, really.
Well, thankfully, I'm the movement and can't PvP. You pretty much
maybe.
best me.
Why don't we play one like where my Minecraft character sits on your Minecraft character's shoulders and you run around doing movement and I hit people. We would be unstoppable.
That sounds perfect. 100%. So yeah, the Juice
together
happened.
We're one good player.
And then we have Eloise to be the builder, and then done. You know.
Yeah, we are unstoppable.
We're an unstoppable trio, and then Scott can be gay.
Scott can be there and be gay.
And be gay. I'm not wrong.
Sorted. He is gay. He is.
It's great because Bex isn't gay. Chat. That's not the bit that's great.
It's great because Bex isn't
great.
gay.
It's so good. It's great whenever I like make jokes like that. Chat. Bex just is like, I do not say anything. I'm not saying anything.
I send there's a GIF which is like, if I speak, I am in big trouble.
Yes, yeah.
And you guys make funny jokes to each other about where you like jokingly invalidate each other.
Yeah.
And then I'm just sat there like,
I cannot say.
I will not speak.
GIF of the mouse eating like a Smartie. Where you're
I'm just there. I'm just there. I'm not saying a word.
The Juice-a-thon happened. The Tommy and It show happened after that. That was a lot of fun.
Yes.
Spoke about that. Spoke about Amsterdam and how great it was. Spoke about how Insomnia and how that happened. As well as TwitchCon San Diego, which also happened. Those were 2 events. And
They were the most event ever.
They were most event. So I spoke about Rats. That's where we got up to when you stormed in.
Yes. Hello.
Yeah, Rats has been fun.
Rats has been. Did you like? I was bigging you up. Come on. I was doing a good job on my stream.
I have to not listen because, despite your attempts at destroying my ego, I am quite bulletproof to your comments most of the time. Occasionally you'll say something which really buckles me, but all the same, Bex was really bigging me up, chat, which is crazy because I like making content for you because you were the first Twitch streamer that I watched. So it is always a surreal moment, a Bekistan moment.
Bekistan moment.
It is quite humbling to kind of consistently be reminded that someone who I saw and was like, I will just become their friend, is someone who's like, yes, good SMP project. There's like a little star on my shirt. If I like,
I can give you a real gold star sticker if you wanted. Oh, you don't like them, do you? Oh, do you want? Can I say when we met the first time?
I actually
what
have a
I did.
photo of this. If you want to talk about it while I get the photo up.
So do they know about your thing?
Yeah. I have a phobia of ink on my skin, chat.
Yeah, he has a phobia of ink on his skin.
Excuse me.
Valid. So we met for the first time. Bear in mind, I didn't know this at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even know why I did this. It was completely like it was unprompted. We were at the pub and we were talking as a group, and I had a pen And then I just kind of just drew a line on his hand. I just sort of just drew on his
Yep.
hand, unprompted for no reason. I it was an intrusive thought, and I just, pew, you know.
Pow.
You've got a photo of it.
I
did you
do.
say?
I'm gonna pull up my full cam now.
It hit you really hard, huh?
Well, I think I was just like, in order to cope with this, I have to take a photo of it.
You have to laugh at this.
Yeah, I have to laugh
because
or
otherwise I will
So
get
this is me.
upset.
That's Beckymon.
This is me going, no, look, see, I didn't mean it. And I'm a few drinks in here.
Yeah.
And he's just like, oh God, you've drawn on my hand.
And then there's you like reenacting it. So I have evidence. Yeah, I was like, oh wow, I really have to stop myself from like instinctually punching this person in the face.
Yeah, and I was just like, and you went, I have a phobia of ink on my skin. And I was like,
Let me
I'm so
let me
sorry.
check the timestamp for that, because that was the first time that was the day.
that was the day we met for the first time in
28th
real
of
life.
May 2021.
And that was because that was before we'd like talked loads, I'm pretty sure,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I
We
spoke a
talked
fair
a
bit with
bit.
Eloise, but not much of you.
Yeah. We hadn't met before, and we realized that we actually probably would get on. And then I immediately like set off his phobia, which was a really good start, really, wasn't it? Maybe quite symbolic of the rest of the rest
it
of
really
what's-
is. It really is an element of like, we just live to torment each other.
Yes.
Because
yes.
I live to torment Eloise, and you live to defy me. So it's a great little triangle. I guess
Yeah.
Eloise defies you in a sense, but not really.
No, she really likes me. So.
Yeah, if anything, you pine over
We both
Eloise, and the unattainable. And there's our three dynamics as a triangle.
Yes, it's very balanced.
Yeah, absolutely.
You never get annoyed.
No, I never.
Rats
I
is
never lose
ending.
my cool.
No.
Rats is ending in 9
It
days.
is.
Big sad.
Wow.
But it new things will come in its place.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we're not just ending it there. Owen, hi, lonely crybaby. Big sobs. Sad Rats is going away. Me too, chat. I'm sad Rats is going away too. But better that it ends now rather than it be like the joy
Like
of
The
it is
Walking Dead.
squeezed out. Yeah. Yeah, literally, just like a zombified version of itself, but also the series and how it just became irredeemable as a
Yeah, I
form of
meant
content.
the series.
No, I know, but also like a zombie of itself.
Yeah,
Excited for
yeah.
Sand and TNT SMP? Me too. I can't wait for just an SMP where there's just sand and TNT. And that's it. It goes until someone lights the TNT and then the server crashes. It's like a little social experiment. What happened after this? These last two don't really involve you, but I'll
That's
sit
okay.
them anyway.
I'll just sit here. okay.
I was in Tommy's video, both digitally his cooking show video and his like real life video, which happened very quickly back to back, chat, and was a really good fun time. Which brings us to the most recent phenomenon of actually this does involve you in some aspect.
What, the dress?
The dress.
I did. It's a nice dress, isn't it?
It's a nice dress, and I still have it. So I should probably give that back to you at some point. But what that has sparked is actually just an ongoing trend of using my face for reaction images. It was already happening a little bit, but then the dress happened, and it's just been pretty unrelenting since. No, it was very nice. Just thank you for letting me come around. You did everything that you needed to as a friend, which is non-judgmentally just setting out dresses, letting me go and put them on, and not being like, oh, are you out of your comfort zone? You were just like, yep, that fits you, good dress. Which is, because I was a real vulnerable target there, because I hadn't worn a dress since I was
Look at this idiot in a dress.
stupid idiot.
Yeah, but no, right. But the thing is like you're saying that, right?
Yeah.
And a chat can regret. Thing is, it's like I really had nowhere to go there because you put the dress on and you just looked really good in it. So I had nothing to say. I could there was no roast that I could have done that would have
you
made
go.
any sense because you slayed in it. So I was just like, well, I was sort of just like, yeah, I mean, yeah, you did great, good job.
Like the kind of like
Very
scratch
good.
in the back of the head anime pose where you're like, I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
Great.
that's the dress on you and it looks really good.
Yeah, I've only ever worn a dress twice before in my life. Once was for a production of Hound of the Baskervilles, in which I had to play Sherlock Holmes dressed as a a woman.
Oh, yeah.
And another was when I was like 11 and my sisters attacked me and put me into a dress against my will, and then proceeded to take photos and be like, we're going to show these at your wedding. And what has actually happened is it's come back 180 on them. And what was in my teenage years something I was like really scared of, actually now I'm like, if you do have those photos, I probably did kill it, so I would appreciate it if you could send them
Yeah,
through.
can I have them, please? So
I
I
was
can
really
tweet them. Thank you.
fortunate that society moved in the direction of that being very socially acceptable and celebrated, because it means that they just have nothing on me anymore. So thanks, sisters, for
Wonderful.
pushing me in that direction from a young age. And that's it. That's the year. Now we're here, and it's the 30th of December. Oh, I also stepped down from all things MTC and Nox Crew.
Oh yeah, also that.
Oh yeah, I also.
I mean, that is really great. He's doing that so he can have more time to just hang out with me. It's really, really nice of him. He's such a good friend.
Every one of my friendship circles, when I have said that, has gone like, "Oh, more time with us," and it's like, guys, please, I can't segment this. If I do it between everybody, then everyone gets 2 minutes. Is essentially what happens. But yeah, thank you for joining me on this last little segment.
That's okay.
And that's the end of
head
our
out.
friendship. That's like that's it then, right?
Yeah. See ya. Not talking DNI 2023.
DNI 2023. Let's see how long we can go without. Oh wait, I'm gonna see you in the first second of the year.
Yeah, literally. We're going to be in the same room,
yeah.
when 2023 starts. Yeah.
All right. Well, never mind. Then I'll see you then.
Okay.
See you next
That's
year.
good.
I'm not. I'm gonna see you before next year. Why don't we all schedule a 15-minute coffee date once a month and all your friends just turn up? That is a great idea. Let's do that. Should I do the VIPs now, or do you want me to do them at the end of stream? They're not being cut off. End. You're doing VIPs too? I am. Bex, I'm just a mirror image of you. I don't know what to tell you. Sorry, bestie. I'll do them at the end. That's everything that happened. Plans for this year? Invitation is the best form of flattery. It's okay. Exactly. Explain. I'm making a bunch of people a VIP, Luan. I won't do it at the end, but I'll do it after I mine this obsidian tower. Yes, Watermunch. I think you have a whole platform in which you can probably do that. I got to meet Luan this year as well. Luan meetup for real. That was big pog. How many is a bunch? You'll see. I don't want to say. You said you wanted to hear. Oh, go on then. But itemize it for me. Itemize it. The big pog. Sorry. One of the nicest trips of my life. We finally saw Hamilton after tickets being booked for like 3 or 4 years. That's true, Georgie. We did. I plan to get more sleep in 2023. Nice. Pig. Yes, this year's plans. What is? Yeah, I had to one last time. PAL Creations has anywhere from 3 to 4 ideas that they want to do this year in 2023. I don't know how possible that's going to be, but we also want to do one-time events, so we're currently formulating that as well. Juiceathon 2023 will be a thing, as well as merch, which I will not tell you what it is. It's a new thing, which I haven't done before. I'm excited to throw myself into it. 3 to 4 in 1 year, ranging from 2 to 4 months each. There are a couple of things, new things that you might see me in that I can't tell you about because it's not my stuff. Some more giveaways. There'll be more giveaways happening. Like an entirely different entity. I kind of have to because it's a company and it's not like exclusively mine. So I can't be like I am, and I don't want to say Apple and I are. So it's easy to say PAL Creations. The May dress stream will happen sometime before the Juiceathon, as will the Hardcore Owen cosplay stream. So much more of Celestial. Is it merch, clothes, or items? I cannot tell you. But there will be something, some item or clothing, as well as Season 2 of pins. So The season 2 of Pins will... Oh, got to meet some wonderful, amazing people. Got to become close friends with some people I've always wanted to spend more time with. Lost the world, made a new one going well. Got to cameo on Rats. Got my Love Tropic survival games. Win, you did. Other personal life things. Probs forgot stuff, and there's stuff I can't say that are in the works for next year. But yippee, good year, great year. Good, I'm glad. The next Juice Fund will probably be in July, August time. Oh, I know. End of like June is probably a good time for it to be. Good year, great year. I'm happy. There's been, of course, like moments in the year which have been pretty rough and tumble, but I've come out of them stronger and better than I was before, along with the support of my friends. Speaking of which, got to meet so many people from like Twitch cons. Got to meet some of the people that I really look up to, like Filza and Kristen. Got to meet all of the Rats SMP cast, hang out with them in Amsterdam and San Diego. Got to meet Luan. Got to see Georgie a lot. Haven't met Watermunch yet. That one's still on the list. Got to meet a lot of you guys. Genuinely, Bex described her year as like the year of socializing, or like the social aspect, because she got to meet so many people that she'd spoken to for so long. For me, I think it was just like the year of expansion, like in all avenues, personal and professional. It was the year in which I got to experiment with projects and really kind of hit the ground running. And in all avenues, that has succeeded. So it's been really cool. Thank you for all the friends and memories you've been able to make this year. Thanks to being a part of the tiny, precious corner of the internet. Shout out to the fun gays. The year of slaying. Yeah, it's just, I've been super fortunate that every project that I've applied myself to has done better than I ever could have. Do you remember when you said on April Fool's Day that you didn't have bi wife energy, but just that you were bi? You said that before you came out. Yes, yeah, I think I did. I think I like hinted at it. I killed the dragon? Of course. Yes, yes, yes. Does anyone remember back in season 2, I was oh, I did say it to Scott. I said it in DMs. Yeah, not in DMs. I said it on Twitter in like private replies. In replies that were like 5 down. It was hidden. But no one really saw it until I properly came out. And then they were like, oh, wait, this is here. Do anyone remember when I was in season 2 building the dragon skeleton? And I said something along the lines of, I'm going to play you guys a song for a project, which I hope to do one day. I'm hoping 2023 will be that project. Because I think a lot of people thought it was Rats. You remember? Hey, Toxic here, I can see. Yeah. I remember Watermunch was in that chat at that moment. And everyone was like, what is it? Let me play you the song. I remember, because you're doing plant pot stuff. I think you're doing pots plants or something. What was the song? I'm about to play it now. I'm hoping this year will be the year that it happens. It's something that's very, very special to me, and I keep very close to my chest. No one knows about it except for one person who I will not say. I believe you know, I think you do know about it in semi-detail, Luan, actually. I think I have mentioned it to you in passing. '23, I hope, is a year which somebody gets /o/ redemption as well. There's so many SMBs that can be done with song. There's only one in my mind. How much you've changed my years for the better. I actually, when first seeing you, perceived you as a typical person I'd see once and never again. That's that went from the sub fun letter to Chronicles still without response to the hardcore streams of Rats. It was amazing. Thank you so much. I need much love. So I'll be there next year. I need to find the letter has now gone into storage in like my memorabilia section so that I can look back at it a later year. So I need to dig it up and then respond. I think it was either that one or this was the song. This was the song. That was a different one. Same composer, same album, but this is the actual song. Yes, what a munch. J-Lad, that's exactly how I hoped it would go. If you hear this song in a trailer, this is the one. This is the one. This is what I've been holding on to since October 2021, I think. I have the exact message that I sent to the person when I had the idea. That's crazy, J-Lad. It's a fun song. Yeah, you won't get any details out of me. I'm a lockbox. Anyway, let's play some more music that isn't this. Let's see. We've got Pokemon Lo-Fi. Can't wait for Owen's Bridgerton SMP. Am I right, chat? Yeah, I'm really hoping that... Can you imagine if I just wrote a romance SMP? I just got some of the biggest streamers on the platform to play a character in which they were like... There was just a love octagon of everyone just... These characters just smitten for these other characters. I feel like that would be really funny if it wasn't for the fact that it would encourage shipping between streamers, which we wouldn't want. I will, George. I will, Georgie. People would eat that up, but it would be very tricky to pull off and it not break boundaries. Have bloomin' Scott pining over Jimmy, pining over someone else, pining over someone else, pining over someone, going all the way back round to pining over Scott. Of course, not the streamers in essence, but their characters. It's okay. Our Unicorn SMP is going to be way better than Silly Bone, but true. Unicorn SMP coming soon. How you doing, by the way, Appo? Good to see you, mate. As soon as this Obsidian Pillar's done, I will award those VIPs. I'm unsure if they will be in chat or not, but we'll see. Hope you're well. I am well. Did I hear Unicorn SMP? It was a joke. We weren't serious. By the way, Rats SMP merch, ratssmp.com or owensjuice.com. If you want to get it, it's only going to be available for another 9 days, and then it's gone forever. Every one of our SMPs will hopefully have some kind of merch. So if you want to start building the collection now, gotta get it this week. Otherwise, you will have missed out on the first one. Posters are not shipped January 8th. Posters start getting developed January 8th. Remember, this is a pre-order sale. So currently, there is no pin. There is no poster. They don't exist. We will order the exact number that we get in the pre-sale. So we essentially have infinite amount until the sale ends, and then it's over. And all proceeds go to the creation of our future SMPs. Yes, yes. We'll take whatever funds we get, put it towards the next one. Essentially just like solidifying the idea and getting the ball rolling. It won't be enough probably to like fully fund the SMP, but it will get us a good step towards the way. Genuine question, not supposed to offend. Am I allowed to ship lore characters but not the actual streamers, or is that pushing boundaries? It very much depends per streamer / character. Actually, they do exist because there's photos of them. Nerd noises. Fun fact, that pin doesn't exist because it's a 3D render. So you're wrong, Celestial. The pin does not exist. It was made for me by my friend Daff. I've been defeated. Oh, Waterman, thank you for the 100 bits.
I'm gonna have to run away soon. I just wanted
Geordie,
to say I
Gaff.
really love being here and I'm so proud of you for your journey this year.
Thanks, Waterman.
You deserve an even better year
good render, right?
2023. Preferably with more me.
Preferably with more me. It will have more you, Watermunch. It will. Miss you, Watermunch. Bye. We're close now. What is this? Like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 16. I'd say about another like 20 minutes. Ranga!
Hope you had a happy holidays
Hello,
and have a
buddy.
happy new year, bro.
2023 is the year in which we actually get to see each other again. That'd be pretty fun. Can head over to Maryland. I miss Maryland, man. TCS might be off, I'm not sure. Doop, 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 doop. I shall, Apo, I shall. TCS is off. That's fine.
Hello Orange Man, how are you?
No, it's not.
Also,
You guys lied.
thank you for such an
Hi,
amazing
Aristotle.
year and the content you've created. Less than
Thank you.
3/P.
Did you have a set budget for Rats S&P, or did you decide to just spend as much money as was necessary? A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. We got funding from Bisect Hosting. We gave it to No Name and said, please make us an SMP. And they went, yep, it'll cost this much. And we went, okay. So we gave them the funding that we got. We also paid out of our own pockets to meet up the rest of the way. And then VidCon Baltimore's a thing. Is Baltimore East Coast? Oh, it's in Maryland, isn't it? There may or may not be plans for me to go to VidCon. I cannot promise anything. I can't promise anything. I only say this with such hesitancy because I'm unsure if it's a real thing or not. As in, like, if I can actually go. But there's like a 40% chance. Baltimore.
TTS being off, how could you strip me of my ability to burn my channel points?
Sorry,
I
and
just hit 15k again,
Hello, and
less than /3.
You should hop over to Baltimore if I go. Because you wanted to go to Maryland. This is true, Haikura. This is true. So maybe you'll see me at VidCon. What was I saying? Yeah, and then No Name were very kind because they kept developing the SMP even after they should have stopped. And they didn't charge us, which was very, very kind. This is why we love No Name so much, chat. This is why Apple and I go stir crazy over No Name Studios. Things like additional modifications, certain items, ironing out some details for things that we would want to happen, building some stuff. They were super kind and were just on call, ready for us to ask them how we do things and ask them to do other things for us. They didn't charge us any extra. I may be going to Germany for work in March, and I may get some time to explore for a week after, so I'm able to make my way over to nice. Well, you know where to find me. There's an 80% chance to go to
Thank you for
Baltimore.
blessing me with the rights to annoy you for the past 2 months, Owen.
It's been a
Also,
pleasure,
let me
Boxo.
write an SMP for you /JCU in 2023, Orange Man.
See you in 2023. Hello, what did I miss? We've just been chatting about the year so far. Also, we're going to raid into a rats video. Especially because my fiance is coming with me. Oh, lovely, Haikura. Do I get to meet both of you? Oh, also, big announcement. I don't know why I haven't mentioned this sooner. Starting January the 1st, every stream that I do here on Twitch will be uploaded onto the VODs channel, not just the Rats SMP ones. So if you want to go over to !VODs, you now no longer have to worry about missing the VOD on Twitch and Twitch being weird or muting it or whatever. It's all going to be over there.
That's all good, but I'm talking now. So basically I was out and about and this guy came up to me and asked, do you know the answer, the way of the universe and life? I said nope and went about my day. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Thanks, thank you. Even hardcore. Every single video stream. I have not got any play buttons yet because I have not hit 100,000. But this should be the year that I hit 100,000 because I've got 77,000 on YouTube. So maybe. If I do, I will cry. I will sob. Because Outsiders SMP? All the Outsiders SMP VODs are on the VODs channel. Exclamation mark VODs. There'll also be a new Outsiders video with some unseen content. Not that's like newly created, but some stuff is going to be going up on the main channel. If you want to head over to the YouTube main channel. Sometime in the year, once I've finished it, there is some stuff which has not been seen. Not quite bloopers, although actually, yeah, if I can get hold of some bloopers.
To be sincerely honest, in my opinion, without being sentimental and without offending anyone who thinks differently from my point of view, without any lies, to the actual truth with my clear open mind and clean heart, expressing whatever is embedded inside me for a long time, which I didn't say just because I was nervous. But today, by gathering...
You should have known that it would get cut off. You should have known. The cutoff is real. Yo, JD, thank you for the 14 months.
Hello, Orange Man. 14 months.
This is the year we've got to get new sub
Wishing you and chat a happy early
badges.
new year, and thank you for all the amazing and fun times this year.
This is 100% the year that we've got to get new sub badges. My gosh. Like, additional ones for the 1 year, 2 year, 3 year stuff. I don't know what to do. We've got the jug, and then we've got a sparkling jug, I think. Just rub salt in the wound. Yeah, that was a really nice part of it.
Are we getting sappy? I'm gonna get sappy.
That's gonna get
I'll
tight. That's gonna get
keep
cut
this
off.
short, but I would
You're not
like
gonna
to
keep
say
it short.
thank you. Both Owen and chat. This community has been one of the best things to happen to me, and I couldn't be more grateful for everything you all do. Owen, I think I speak for both me and chat when we say we're all incredibly proud of you and are
There it is. I'm so sorry. Thank you, Cozy Kit Kat. Save the soppiness. Save the soppiness. Not yet. Not yet. Get it out when I'm doing my speeches. In fact, could a mod be on standby to turn off TTS when I start giving VIPs out? Kept it short, but not short enough. Thanks, guys. I want Sapio, and well, it's on its way. He's coming.
Okay, so I'll keep this short.
Thank you, Celestio. Okay, so I'll... That's the true short. Oh, that's it. That's the shortest. How many you got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So it should be about 13 minutes from now. I do unfortunately have a funny chat. I wish I didn't, because it means that I would be... Wait, Iris isn't going to be here. Chat, look what arrived today. I couldn't believe it when it arrived late. Wait for it. There it is. Baby's first Christmas, 1803. Martina. Baby's first Christmas. 1803. Do do do. If D&D in 45? No. It's okay. It'll be done in 12. I'm so excited to get back to the overworld and start building things around my base. But I've got to finish this End Island project first. It's going to go so fast once the Obsidian Towers are gone. When the Obsidian Towers are gone, I just got to get rid of the bits in between the Netherrack. And then I actually get to do the fun bit, which is making the islands into their, like, things. This is Undertale music. I have a question. Go ahead, Beely Time. What are you working on? Exclamation mark project. You spent 0 seconds. I guess it's broken.
Owen, I need to tell you.
Yeah, you can post that. That's fine, Billy. Stuff it, Ikea. Oh, do we not have exclamation mark project? I mean, it's not my VOD. You should go talk to Scott. Scott doesn't have a VODs channel, so I can't imagine. All right, Luan. Listen here, Luan. Yeah, stepping down from Nox Crew was a really sad decision to have to make. But in PAL Creations, like rising up and becoming as bigger than it is than we thought it could be, and a lot of work coming with that, but also this element of like,
Owen, I have important
had no time
information.
Yeah.
It's that.
Okay. Yeah. The ability to actually spend my days kind of hanging out with my friends a little bit and using the flexibility of this job to its most powerful. I'm proud of what I did in Power We Trust. True. You left Nox Crew? I did. They were very kind about it. Super nice. There's a cooldown on watch time. It's 10 minutes. Plus also I've got the 2 coins. So I mean, I got them in bail chat. Ryan God, thanks for the 5 gifted. What are you doing, you sneaky little devil? Who you spending New Year's with? Scott and Bex and that lot. Thank you for the 5 gifted. Ranga, I was actually talking the other day about the summer camp.
What I forgot to mention earlier is you introduced me to my one love Jim Lee and his weather forecast. You gave me hope in romance. No, but really, I have met really cool people because of you. And you've helped me mentally a lot, but I've told you that already. I don't think I'll be at the next TwitchCon, but I'll meet you someday and...
Oh, that one didn't get cut off. But I'll meet you someday and... Okay, I'm gonna grab this. I'm gonna find out the character limit of what you said. Character count. Online character count tool. We're about to learn something here, folks. 355, I believe, is the... Either 355 or 70 words is the cutoff. 355 characters is your tweet limit for the TTS. I was trying to watch your second Raft stream on Twitch Archive, but it just does not play, and that makes me sad. Ah, I'm sorry.
Wait, we're getting sappy? Here, let me show you quick and easy. Thank you, Owen. For not only streaming but for being an incredible human being. Thank you, Juice Man.
I refute that one. I'm an okay human at best. Subpar. Pretty good creator, though. I'd like to think. No. I'd say I'm a great streamer. I would just refute the human part. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So, Rangar. Camp story. I spoke about the kid who we will not name. I think I called him Mark, the explosive character from camp. I spoke about how I made the director of the camp the like bauble, the clear bauble with the like camp in it. I spoke about serendipitous.
I would get sappy, but I don't know how to do that. So here's a fact about sea turtles.
Okay.
Sea turtles cry salt kidneys cannot properly metabolize all the salt the turtles swallow. So
Makes
the
sense.
turtles have special glands that excrete the salt.
Oh.
These glands are located in the orbital cavity, which also contains the eye. So sea turtles...
Oh, wait. Often look like they're crying. We can use this for data again. 326 characters that time, and words was 59. So I think it's the amount of time it takes to speak. It's not so much a like cutoff point in regards to characters or words. It's a cutoff point in the length of time that it takes it to say it. Because it did like, what would that be? Like 25 characters less or something. There's a speaking limit. Yeah, I spoke about Rangar from the camp. What else did I speak about? Yeah, serendipity and how we like worked on changing it. Yeah. So use smaller words. Yep. Let's find a way to do the shortest, longest sounding TTS ever. They can hear me, Ginger. They can. Explosive Kid ended up being a counselor the last time I worked there. Yes, I forgot to mention. Yeah. I did say when I told the story, but he ended up becoming a counselor. I still have that boot that has the word explosive written on it. I will bring it to Maryland at some point, Rangar, and I will give it to you in the hopes that you can pass it on to him. I've got to get that kid back that thing. He's a man now. He ain't a 17-year-old. He's like 22 or something ridiculous. Wild. Ooh, time. Yuck. That is amazing. Yes, he's not a child. Yeah, it's wild.
Oh, I ran away before we started being sappy. Oh, and I adore the bones on you. Your friendship has helped me so much in so many ways. You truly are an incredible man and nobody can take that from you.
I think...
Okay, bye again.
There's so much wrong with that sentence. There's so much wrong with that message. Thank you, Watermunch. The bones on me? Incredible man? What do you want? I adore the bones on you. Ah, you charmer. It's a saying. It's a real life thing. Is it though? Because I don't know. I haven't. Maybe back in when you were a teenager in like 1909, but. Mr. Foxcore. Never mind. I love it. Thank you.
Seriously though, watching you grow this past year
Thank you,
has
Haiko,
been
for
an
sticking
awesome
with me.
experience, boss man. I can't wait to see the new heights you grow to in 2023.
Crazy that my staff are still here, huh? After everything I put them through. I was trying to be nice. I'm gone. I was being nice too. I'm sorry. No more water 2023. Well, that's it, guys. No more drinking. Excited for the staff revolution of 20... Oh, yeah, I can't wait for that either. I'm excited to do a subathon in which I don't actively discourage chat from subbing at the end. I got to 6 days and had stuff to do in the days afterwards. And I was like, you guys have just got to stop. And I got like angry. I was like, stop it. I'm excited to do a subathon in which I leave out enough time where I'm not like that. And I can actually just be like, oh, another sub, cool.
How do you be sappy?
You were
I've
scary.
got to say, you're epic and
tired.
cool and funny and good content maker.
Thanks, J-Lad. Also excited for an enforced staff rota. Shall I hand that to you, Georgie? Can you potentially organize that? That makes sense. Oh, Cozy Kit Kat. Short words for science. Sure, I can always skip it from here, so... I'm on planning things, but nice. Thank you, thank you. Next TTS is mine. I can't promise that it will be, but you've got 5 minutes. Can you make it so that in the next subathon people buying a piece of merch adds time again, please? Oh, that'll happen. Yeah. And this time it won't be limited stock, so it essentially could go on forever.
Swiss cheese is best cheese.
You didn't miss too much, Shameful. What is TTS? Text to speech. I'm sorry, Dally. But no, my channel has reached new heights this year, which I never would have expected it to. I felt very validated in my progress via the streamers that I've spoken to, and it's been very humbling. I feel like you're underestimating yourself in the community here, Owen. I'll try and balance it as best I can. To show the thing. Oh, I could show that. I could show
Since
that.
we're apparently getting a bit sappy, I thought I might as well add my message in there. I haven't been in the community for that long, but my time here has still been amazing, and your streams have always made my days a whole lot better. OG TV support, PH1 Elm love, PH1 Elm love.
Thank you, Significant. Actually, I need to okay it first. I'll show it on the first stream back, Shameful. I promise. I big promise. Hey, Jaden. I've never called a stream. That would explain why you've got 0 citrus points. Welcome. This is a banger, by the way. Let's just jam to this for a sec.
Okay, this is with short words, ha 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 ha, small word, tiny word, hi ha hey ha ha ha. This is for science, ha ha hey hi. Is this enough short words?
How many characters was that? I thought I got it. I'm so sorry, Dally. No. You're not being annoying about it, mate. I've got so many projects I'm currently spinning that I keep forgetting to like put this one to the front. But it's because I keep in my head thinking that it's going to happen in January, which it is. But promo for it can start very soon. That misspelling of it, that's awesome. The end of my name is said sent. What did I say? Reignificent. Reignificent. Reignificent? Reignificent. Oh, reignificant. That, I don't know why I said it like that. That's silly. Whoa! Did that one not even come through? Wait, did Stevie push one through and it didn't even come through on the thing? I can always run it in DC if you're too busy to show it on stream when the other two... Yeah. No, that was me. I'll rob it. Too long, I guess. Oh, sorry. Can a mod refund Robert for that? What? No, that was Robert. My bad. Tell me, don't mind. Tell me, it's a true. You ever going to be an MCC? Exclamation mark MCC. Thank you, Haikura. What, huh? Yeah, if you want to join the Discord, by the way, it suddenly got very active today. Well, because I wore a dress for some reason. So there's going to be like stuff happening there in 2023.
Anyway, this truly has been a great year. I got to sub for the first time. I got a VIP, which is really cool. But most importantly, I became a part of this awesome community that you have created. Thank you for all the good times and everything you have done for us.
Thank you, Nick. It always means a lot to me when Nick says something nice because I'm aware that Nick, you're like, heartfelt messages, that's not really my thing, I don't really do that. So when you do throw one in, it's nice. You know, I'm going to have to man up and finally join the Discord or face horrible FOMO. There are going to be things happening in there, so if you'd like to be a part of that, then maybe. TTS cooldown is 1 minute.
Short sentences. Hey. Hello chat. Roll me a mat and take off your hat, for I am here at the end near. To look back at the year. It was cool to see the end of it all and SMP finished that wasn't too small. I'll post the rest in chat.
Nice. For making the Discord? I'm more than happy to. Alright, let Dally put a message in TTS, otherwise they might lose their mind. Scott! Hello, mate. Dang, that's a long raid. Diddle-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. How you doing, buddy? Welcome, raiders. We're just finishing up this obsidian pillar, which means you get the really satisfying bit where we take the water stream down from it. Ooh, aren't you lucky? We've been talking about the year and how it's gone and how
Glad
we
I
felt
have
it
been
was,
able to
it's
watch
gone
you
and
from
stuff.
an early point in your streaming career.
Who said that?
IT's been an absolute delight, and I look
Oh my God.
forward to seeing what
Here's
you
the
do
to
next.
see a man of
rats
Ah.
in being chased by cats. It was very fun. Here's to the next. I enjoyed you and the...
Thank you. Dup, 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 dup. Count what you don't have. Okay, so we got rid of some of the stuff up there. We got rid of these towers here. Hold on. Don't you worry. Oh, okay. I'm so sorry. We got rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 left. 4 left. Oh yeah, someone wants to know if they can post the stream of us baking, Scott. Like archiving purposes, I guess. But it's your stream, so
Guess
it's up to
who's
you.
not sick after 12 days?
Oh, Acorn.
Anyways, time to be sappy. I cannot express the joy I get when
Sure,
you're our
cool.
live. I may not have been here long as well, but I do hope you reach higher heights, goals, in 2023.
Thank you. Dali's still not getting the TTS. Big sad for them. Dun, 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 ba, da, ba, ba. Good. Let's have a look at the... Okay, we've got a 3-1 here, followed by another 3-1. So these will actually take the same amount of time to take down. We've done the recap thingy of the year. Yeah, we did the whole thing. You'll have to go back in the VOD if you want to see it. We've got a big in here. We've got a 3-1-1. Oh, Dali. Just put it in chat and then I'll read it out. I'll read it out and put a funny little voice on. Did you say nice things about me? I did, but you missed it. So, you know. Why did I bother? And then we've got a 3 here. So this guy will save till last. He's a little lad. We'll do this one next time. And then the other 2 should be relatively easy. You could always
Samantha
tip...
underscore G14 tipped £4. Okay, I'll leave a message too. Thank you for this past year of streams you have done. They have been fun, and I look forward to 2023/the future.
Thank you, Samantha. For the £4 dono. I haven't said the most nice thing about anyone about you, Scott. This is true. Wait, what's this doing here? Oh, that's the normal thing. Okay. Let's quickly go over here, and then we'll do the big thing. Okay. Oh. Ooh-wee. Wow, it's only been 2 hours. Are you kidding me?
Shortest,
I lost my stamina.
longest sounding TTS ever coming your
Is
way.
this it?
Single letter. Longest pronunciation, I hope. Get ready, Chinese for celebration. Did it work?
Oh, that's too powerful. That's too powerful, that is. Why have you get... You were the chosen one. I was rooting for you, and you give us this? Chinese for celebration? That's what you've given us on the last note of my final stream? You really gonna bring me a birthday gift on my birthday present on my... That was cheeky. That was cheeky! Couldn't have said it better myself. That's a .ban offense right there if I've ever seen it. Absolutely. I'm joking. Robert! Oh yeah, you could have just given
can
100
I just
bits.
say,
Uh-huh.
something that I think goes underappreciated at your editing. I love its style so much. It's
Thank you.
really enjoyable to watch. It's been a world of fun here in chat. See you next year, chat.
Thank you
And
very
have a
much.
wonderful one, Owen.
Right. Hopefully this doesn't get muted. What did you like about this year? Oh, you should have been here for the whole thing, mate. I've been going on and on about it. I've got a couple of thank yous to say. Bum, bum, bum. Let me just pull up my list. Bum, bum. Are you excited for 2023? I am. Okay, firstly, there's all of my staff. A huge thank you to them. Without them, I literally cannot do this job. Specifically, and there has been people who have stepped down during the year who I don't have their names, but they know who they are. But Ophelia and Rismus are my two Rizza are my two community managers on the Discord. And the Discord moderators themselves are Anna and also again Rizza. I should really remove Rizza as a Discord moderator because they're a community manager as well. Our Discord team is small. Mainly because in my effort to continue doing editing work and a bunch of other stuff, it's been like reduced and dwindled down slowly over time, but I'm looking to build it back up. I'd like to take people from the community who have been here for a majority of 2022 to help the community managers and Discord moderators. It is in many ways, something described in life as a thankless job. The thankless jobs are some of the most important ones in our community, just in general life, because you kind of just do stuff in the background and no one really knows, and that's moderation in essence. I am what you see, and then behind me are countless people who make it possible. The music's just gonna build here. Turbo and Matt are my two SMP moderators from the Sob SMP, which I ran with Beckham and Eloise. Matt is super helpful and jumped on a bunch of different stuff this year. Turbo's ideas are unmatched, and he himself has been with me from the very, very beginning, which is wild to think that he was literally the third person that followed me and yet is still here. There he goes. There he is. Like, where can you... 14th. The third person in chat who regularly spoke. And yet he's still here. He hasn't gotten bored of me yet. Al, Brooke, Bunker Bonk, Casper, Emma, Fallen Orpheus. I'll save that person till last. Haikura, Iris, Matt, Grove, Noah, Turbo, Witchy, and of course Georgie. Turbo was even in Outsiders. He was. Georgie is what got me started on this entire road. Him and my manager Taha single-handedly pushed me to TikTok rather than just wasting my time on discoverability platforms, which didn't really help me. And thanks to their help, I'm able to do this as a job. Luann, who is my right-hand gal, who I adore more than anyone and has constantly lifted me up in times of when I've doubted my projects. She is the giant on whose shoulders I stand in order to see far, to coin Albert Einstein. I owe a lot to these people, and I'm very, very thankful. Watermunch, who has continued to be my friend despite how terrible and annoying I am. And Becky and Eloise and Scott, who are some of my best friends. Apo, who is also such a close friend and also an incredible business partner who has humored me when I was sounding crazy about like this concept that like, oh, trust me, we'll just put all of this money into this thing about rats. He saw the vision and took it with me, and together we have done something incredible over the year. He is the one who took me on as an associate writer for Outsiders and allowed me to express my ideas and opinions of it. Outsiders only finished because when either one of us were feeling down about it, we would pull the other one along. There were many, many times in which we were just like, I'm done. I could name like 5 times in which during Outsiders I was like, I'm finished. I can't do this. And Appa would be right there being like, no, screw that. I'm finishing it, so you're finishing it. And likewise, Appa had those moments in which I was like, no, we've come too far not to do anything. So yes, a thank you to those people. There are undoubtedly people that I have missed. So thank you to them. Hopefully none of that got muted because of Shelter, which I think is copyrighted. We'll see. Okay. And now, for individual people who I would like to VIP, there's a lot of people that I could. Can you imagine the void? It just goes silent. You're saying really nice things. Thankfully, I have it saved locally, so even if it does, I still have it recorded. There were a lot of people that I could have chosen. Please don't be upset if you're not chosen. It probably means that I'm just going to choose you on the next one. Please, please, please. This isn't a competition. These are just 4 people who have stood out to me recently, who I am very, very thankful for. The first one, of course, being Lita here. Lita here just like watches. Yo, 5 Breath Man, thank you for the 4 months.
I hope you have a great new year, D.
Lita here just supports me in all avenues of my content, live and VODs. I wasn't aware that VODs were a thing that people watched. Lita disagrees and says otherwise, and also just isn't afraid to shout about the silly things I do and how much they enjoy them. So thank you, Lita. Secondly, someone who I think started this, regardless of if they started it or not, they've definitely done the most of this. Hello, Owen. Here is your daily XYZ of the day. Please sign here trope. Came around and was extended upon by Link Andy Live. Many other people have also done it. Link Andy Live has done it the most, I would say, and has been very kind in repeating things to me when I don't get them the first time. But past all that, also just a very big supporter of the channel. So big thank you to them. Thirdly, somebody who, if you like took their actions in a bubble, you could say is like backseat gaming, but only ever when I like desperately need it, and only when I like miss things. I don't know how I, as a hardcore streamer, consistently make so many mistakes, but Abolish Regret is probably the only person who consistently catches them and only ever says them when I like undoubtedly need help. So thank you, Abolish, for your consistent ensuring that I don't die in hardcore. I think you've caught me like 3 times from doing something which could potentially kill me. Next, this person is just unrivaled in their support for me as a streamer. I don't know when they joined, and that I think is probably testament. It feels like they've always been here, which I think is actually where their strength lies. Stevie Don't Panic is always a ray of sunshine, and even when they're feeling down, come in and share their thoughts and feelings and ideas with the group. Stevie about to panic for real. So thank you, Stevie, and hopefully I get to meet you sometime soon. That would be fun, but no pressure. And then finally, this person I think started out as being a lurker, so has probably been around longer than they would care to admit, and then consistently throughout this year have tried their hand at gamble predictions, just like throwing themselves against this wall of trying to gain as many channel points as possible. But Laura _high_ I think is someone who has gathered the most channel points out of everyone, not through even just not through just predictions, but also just like sheer effort and willpower. Those are the 5 people I have. If you weren't mentioned, that's okay. You're probably going to be mentioned come the subathon. At the end of the subathon, I'll be doing another. So thank you guys. Channel points through sheer spite alone. Feel free to join the Discord if you haven't already. Boop, 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 boop. And let me see here. There we go. You're all very, very wonderful. I hope I haven't upset or disappointed anyone. Please know that I appreciate every single one of you, and without you, I can't do this job. So I will see you in the new year. Oh, and you know when I joined, are you silly? I probably do. I forget these things. It was early in the year. Wasn't it through the Tubathon? No, that was it, the Tubathon. There you go. Yeah, there we go. Good, I got it. Nice. Then you say, yep, we're doing the new YouTube video. That's going to go live in, we'll say like 5 minutes from now. Schedule for this year starting 8. Let's see, 8:22. Weird time for it to premiere, but you know, that's fine. Double check I'm fine with that. 8:22. Yep. I'll save that now. Here is a link. Boop. Please go click on this link because we're going to go raid into the video. It starts in 4 minutes. Give the video a like if you enjoyed it. It's the one about the big cats, so I think it's quite fun. It's quite a chaotic one. I'm glad you guys all had fun. Thank you again for a wonderful year. Feel free to join the Discord. We will have some applications for moderators coming up in the new year. So I will see you all. I'll see you all next year. I'll see you in 2023. And you know what? We'll raid into Scott so that you guys get some channel points. How about that? We'll raid back into Scott. So if you join this, you get some free channel points. Laura's like, yeah. But otherwise, feel free to head over to this link. I'll see you all later. I'm going to go before I get all emotional. Bye, 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 bye. Click the link, click the link, click the link. Go, 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 go. And then we'll raid. Okay, bye.